straw that broke the camel's back. That last one. That I bring all these ladies in my life who bring in chaos like that. You understand? So now you have to take a step back and say, maybe there's something I'm doing wrong and I need to fix myself.
Yeah.
So while I understand what he's saying, yeah, I do understand. But to me, there's just something about the person making that decision. And it has nothing to do with any outside force.
Really?
It's you. It's you. You making up your mind that you don't want that anymore. Right? Not because, again, all due respects to him, not because of the lady who she is. I don't see how that can affect change. Maybe he was going through some other things at the time that he probably didn't explain.
Maybe. But
Because
he
to
talks
me-
about it like a house. Like imagine you want to buy a new house and you go,
But he also talks about things like, for example, don't give the kitty in 30 days or something.
90
like that.
days, yes,
90
yes,
days,
yes,
right.
90-day wait period.
Okay, right. Now, what's the difference between 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days? What's the difference? Why I don't understand. Who's to say who gives a timeline on this thing? You know what I mean? That if she gives it to me in 30 days, I'll respect her. But if she gives it to me in 60, I'll respect her more, or something like that. I don't
Andre,
know.
you answer that question.
No, I'm
answer it.
asking because that's another thing he keeps saying. Yeah, he keeps saying. So what's
you
the
answer
difference?
the question. Answer it, Andre.
No, that's him. He's the one coming up with that idea, not
I
me.
know, but you answer it. 'cause
I
you
can
you
answer that.
added.
But I'm asking the question.
I'm asking you to answer the question you asked. What is the difference with giving it in a month, 3 months?
I'm saying
whatever?
there's no
Answer the
difference.
question.
There's no difference.
Why?
Because this thing, who's to say that the man will have more respect for you because you gave it to him on the same night vis-a-vis 60 days after? Who's to say that? That he'll have more respect.
Nobody can say it for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Until it
certain.
happens.
Yes.
But I think
because
it's good to wait.
I think what Steve is trying to impart is that you don't know this man,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know what his mindset is, and you don't know how he thinks about women.
You think 90 days will make a difference?
90 days, any amount of time, because you're right. You flip a coin, you don't know what's going to happen. Does he respect you? Does he not respect you?
You know the number of ladies who say, I'm with that man for so and so time. I'm just getting to know things about him.
True.
And they've been with the guy for years.
True.
One time I remember there's a lady who was with a guy, probably about a good 20 years. And she said to me, Andre, I've never seen my boyfriend get vexed.
Oh, very
Until
good.
now.
No, it hadn't
Oh,
happened.
it never
Very
happened.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She said, I've never seen him get angry. And she said she finds that strange.
Yeah, that
Why
is
is
very
it strange? He can control himself. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, but everybody gets angry, Lady J.
No.
At some point.
No.
At some point.
Some
when-
people
now-
might show anger. They may not.
Now, when she says
outrightly-
angry, does she mean verbally
Yeah,
abusive?
exactly.
Does she mean violent?
Maybe.
Because that people
I don't know.
interpret
Yeah.
the word angry very differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Screaming, shouting, wanting to hit. Other people just take deep breaths. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what she means by angry. Some people just interpret angry as yelling and cursing.
Because I asked her, well, how come you guys have been together for so long? You're not married. And that's one of the things that she said. So, and,
Oh,
and-
she's
and I
unsure.
I know there's another friend of mine, she was with her husband, I think for about 30-something years. And she told me he's deadly. She told me, you see him there, he's cool and deadly.
Men just know when she's the one. So that I have to send to you.
But if you, so then why?
Yes, when she's the one,
so,
exactly.
okay, so why do we have to wait until she packs up for us to know that's the one?
Because, okay.
Yeah, explain.
I'm going to say it, no offense to
Sure,
men,
sure.
no offense to any men, because men can be a little entitled with women and a little bit slow. So going back to your question about the 60 days, 30 days, what's the difference? We have a mutual friend, I'll tell you off air, who said to me once, this is years ago, he said, I don't understand why women make this thing such a big deal. Just have sex with him because he's going to keep thinking about it. Like that's his logic. Just have sex with the man because he's going to, until you have sex with him, he's going to continually think about it. And I like, that is such a male perspective.
Yeah.
Do you understand what it means to a woman to give you her whole body?
Yeah.
That you are literally inside of her body. You see, you are on the outside, she's on the inside. You have to understand that. So he doesn't even comprehend what it might feel like for a woman to be literally penetrated. So he just have sex with a man because he can't stop thinking about having sex with you until you have sex with him. So these kinds of strange men are all over the place.
Strange men.
With strange mindsets, and they have an entitlement to your body and how long and when whatever. So Lady J can speak to that too. Like men. Oh, in fact, let me give you a story.
Sure.
So I was talking to a friend, right? And he said, "Nas, I want to take you out for a drink." And I said, "Okay." I told him, "I'm kind of seeing somebody now. So know that first." "Oh, no, don't worry about it. I just want to have a dinner with you or lunch with you, whatever you prefer, whatever." I said, "Lunch is fine." So he spoke to me over the course of however many days. He said he was doing some stuff. And then all of a sudden I just didn't hear from him anymore.
Just to be for a second, we're back live on Facebook.
Okay.
So
And
let's see.
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, but continue.
So it's there, yeah.
Yeah, so welcome to those of you who are just joining us on Facebook and YouTube. There was obviously some power outage somewhere because we're actually off the air in the north. But something is happening, so I guess we're back on. Yeah, that's what maybe online everybody's going to be reconnected eventually. Yes. Okay, sorry, Natalie. So, folks, we're talking about relationships.
we launched into
yes.
relationship conversation.
Yeah, and heavy stuff.
So, Steve, AP. So when you wait a while, when you let him talk, and you get to know what his priorities are, what is it he finds important, whether or not he will value the same things you value. Because, for example, if you value your body, or you value the amount of importance around giving your body, you want him to feel the exact same way. And that's the reason Steve is talking about this 30, 60, 90 days. He let me give you the analogy Steve gave. When he started working at, was it Ford Motor Company? When he first got out of college, he started working at a particular place, and he said, "These people told me that I have a 90-day probation period, which is normal. And the benefits for the job don't kick in fully until the 90 days are up." And he said, "Why do you think that is? That a company would hire you. You're now an employee officially, but the benefits of being with the organization don't kick in until 90 days have passed because they don't know you. You hired today, you look well, but what if you're crazy? What if you're a thief? What if you're harboring violent tendencies and could hurt somebody?" That 90-day period lets them know these things, at least in part.
Yeah, you're right, in part.
And after that, they can put you on full term, and of course they can always terminate you if anything were to go wrong. But that 90 days is an important one to assess your behavior, assess your level of competency, assess whether or not you can take direction, and then you get the
benefits.
So that is what Steve is trying to say, that men, unfortunately, tend to be very slow in that way. And so you have to assess before you give up everything that is important to you. And you're disagreeing?
Of course, because Natalie, that there are people who go for the 90 days, right? When you're working for a company, and they still fire you in the final analysis because some people know how to play the game very, very, very well.
Right.
Yeah, they play the game very well, and they still have to get rid of you after a while, even if you stay there for 90 days.
Well, this is not a situation that will be 100% successful.
Exactly.
100% time.
So I was saying,
but more often than not, you hire somebody, you want to find out who this person is. They have a probationary period, not because you know for sure what's going to happen at the end, but you want to have a sense. And it's the same thing with your personal life. You want to have a sense of who this person is. And again, with women, that is the most secret part of you.
There's a friend of mine, I won't mention any names. He met his lady, and I think in about a month, they were married. They're still together, right? And they've been together, I think, for over 30-something years, I think. Yeah.
She might have been the one, the minute he saw her.
No, the point I'm talking about is this thing about, the 60-day, 90-day thing. And the person I'm talking about, we all know who he is, right? I won't say right there. I can say it when we're off the air. But he married her in, I think, a month. And they had a a very good relationship. Up to now, he's still married to her.
But exceptions to the rule. Exceptions don't make the rule.
No. That's Steve Harvey's rule.
Well, yeah.
And you also have to remember, he's not a psychologist. I keep that in mind as well.
No.
So whatever he says there is just his personal experience. So a lot of what he says, I understand, but I don't agree with some of that stuff.
I think what he's saying is he's speaking on behalf. He's saying the things that most men will never say. He'll never say, I just want to have sex with you and I'm going to leave you in 2 months. He's not going to say that to anyone. No man is going to say that. But that might be what happens. What if she is more invested than he is? He's just trying to alert women to that so that you don't become invested in a person that's not invested in you. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
So are you saying that you don't believe that there are men out there who do this?
Do it.
Lie and cheat and pretend with women?
But that's the point I'm making. I'm saying to you, there's no difference between 1 month and 2 months and 3 months. Okay? There's some people that can play the game very, very, very well. Agree? Some guys can play, some ladies can play the game very well.
Oh yeah, women are the best.
So Andre, how would you feel if you got it from this woman? You never met her until that day, and you hit it off in the club or whatever, and you all had sex. How would you feel?
But I just gave you an example of a friend of mine.
No,
in 1 month they got married.
Yeah, you said 1 month, but are you saying they had sex?
Most
the same-
likely.
But
Most
I'm
likely.
asking you because
Most likely.
you're most likely. I'm asking you.
What
how
you
would
asking
you
me?
feel if it happened exactly how I said it?
And how did you say it?
See, I said you went to the club. You went on your own. This lady was at the club. You all met. And one thing led to another because you all hit it off.
Yes, that's right.
And you all had sex.
Yeah. So I will continue.
How would you feel the
I
next
will
day?
continue because the thing is that I am partly responsible for what happened. I am the one who probably pushed for it, right? Or maybe she did, whatever the case
Or
may
you
be.
both.
Right? Now, I would treat it just like any relationship. I'll just watch and see what's going on.
So you wouldn't say
Because remember-
she was easy.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well that's you.
I wouldn't
Because
say that.
some men do.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying to you. It doesn't make what's the difference between the 1 day, the 1 month, or the 6 months?
She just answered it.
Does that mean
because
that
you
you're going to
seem
have more
easy.
respect for the person because it's that
That's
long?
what it is, Andre. That's why most women hold back, because the men tend to think we're easy.
Well, some of them, some.
A lot of them.
So you hold back, and that's what Steve Harvey is also saying.
Because
Hold back.
remember, why should we, and we're hypocrites, we the men are hypocrites, we push for it normally, we're the ones pushing for it. And then, okay, fine, the lady figures, okay, let me give in. I'm going to give in.
Right.
Right? And now you have a problem trusting the lady. You're the one pushing for it.
Well, you need to
That's
talk to all your
that's
male friends
hypocritical.
about that. That's not for us to talk
That's
about.
hypocritical. No, but
Yes.
no, I have to talk about it because your ladies, some ladies do the same thing too. Oh yeah.
About men being easy?
No, I'm saying to you, they push for it. They push for it very, very early. Okay?
Yeah,
So
but
it's
that
not-
doesn't mean they're saying the man is easy.
That's
Well,
what
I don't
talking
know.
about the
well,
man
well, you
saying-
tell me then. You tell me.
No,
if
no.
if
The woman would
the
know.
lady,
That's not something men have to deal with.
So
being
if-
loose or
so
no.
if a lady gives in to me, right? You give in to me, same night we
24
met,
hours.
and you're the one who was pushing for it. What you have trust issues all of a sudden?
No.
Or you don't say again?
No.
Right, exactly. So just like
No
any
trust
relationship,
issue.
you have to give it time.
Well,
Because
if we-
remember,
let
we
me-
both agreed, we both went ahead with it. Why should I want to think that you are loose now, or you thinking I'm loose?
Let
And by
me-
the way, do
let-
women think that men are loose if they do it fast?
I mean, let me answer something. Let me show you where you might be getting a bit confused.
Sure.
Because you said, I pushed for it. I wanted it. So you just said I will take accountability for my part.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. A lot of men will not take accountability for their part.
That's what I'm saying. We are being hypocritical,
Yes.
right?
So
Because
but you
we are
answer
pushing.
your own
We are
question.
famous. We are famous for pushing for sex on the same night. We are famous for that, right? And all of a sudden now she's loose. All of a sudden,
But you answer your own question, AP.
I didn't ask any question.
But you're wondering why Steve
It's
Harvey
in
is
there.
saying all of this. And he's saying it because you just said you all, the male contingent, is famous for pushing for something and then not taking responsibility for the very manifestation of that thing.
Good. So answer me now. A lady's the same way.
No.
So in other words, if a lady does it on the first night, she doesn't have any trust issues. And respect issues like the guy would. Know what you're saying?
No.
She doesn't have those issues?
No.
Andre, I doubt the woman will go and say, Andre's easy.
Right.
She wouldn't
Yeah, she
say
would
that.
never say
but
that.
the man
But she could
would
be
say,
thinking it. She could
No,
be
no,
thi-
no, no.
She,
Doesn't
she,
forget
she could
what-
be saying to herself, but look at that. The same way the guy is thinking, but look how easy
No,
it is.
Andre, we're not
no,
worrying
no.
about
Wait,
what you're thinking up
no,
here.
no, no,
We're
no.
worrying about what comes out
So,
here.
so you don't worry about those things?
No.
Wow.
The only thing a woman might be concerned about is whether or not if
It was
So
a
why
good
wait for
evening.
why wait for 60 days or 90 days then? Why?
But
If,
you-
that, if, you're,
but
if that's not a problem, just give it up right away.
the 60.
He's not hearing the words we're saying. Huh? The men say she's easy.
Say again?
The men say, 99% of the men say, she's easy. She's an
And we
easy
know
catch.
all of the words that are associated with that: slut, whore, jermet, rat.
Uh-huh.
These phrases didn't just materialize out of nowhere. You see, they have been assigned to women who men are thinking are easy. She's a rat because she's everywhere.
Right. Okay,
Right?
so good. So now you hold it back for 90 days.
You hold it back for
So,
however long you
so
want.
do you think
Not
that's
90
going to...
days.
Do you think that's... Pardon?
Not 90 days. You're holding back and you're giving it,
So when?
but not
when,
on the 24 hour.
When do you? When do you?
Well, I wouldn't give it before the 3 months. I'm sorry.
So after-
Even if I want to.
So maybe 6.
Maybe.
It
But I'm not giving it in 3
I'm
months.
yeah.
I'll
Do you-
fight it.
So
Yeah.
then...
Even if I want
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
And we all know when people have... they didn't give it the first night, as you
Yeah.
said there. They waited for 2 months or 3 months or whatever the case may be. They still have trust issues.
Yeah, but
Not trust.
AP, what you're doing
It's
is you're
about yourself.
generalizing. You're
Yeah.
using specific incidents and maybe imagined incidents, potential incidents, to generalize something that's very specific, because it is a nuanced topic. It is very nuanced and it might be complicated. But what we're talking about, we're honing in on, is protecting women from certain types of men. That's all. Just like you go and buy a car, somebody is going to hike up the price, and somebody else, watch out for that guy, he tends to 10%, 20% more than the car is worth. That's all. So you don't go to that particular guy. That's all. Some women are at risk with certain types of gentlemen because of how they see
Oh,
themselves.
Not gentlemen, a certain kind. Don't put gentle there. Men.
Men. You cannot trust them in that way.
And I mean, let's commend Andrew on this, saying that even if he had sex with a woman in 24 hours,
That's what I'm
he
saying.
wouldn't say to
Yes.
her, you're
Yeah,
easy.
because I know I
But
push for
men-
it.
Because
right,
I
but
think
men
you're
do
getting
that,
confused
Andre.
because you may not do that
but
personally.
men do it.
Maybe you were raised better than that. Maybe you're old
Amen.
school. So that's very commendable. That whether it's today, tomorrow, 60 days, 3 years, you and the lady both have made a choice as
Yeah.
adults. That is very rare. Most men are looking for it very quickly,
Yet,
and then they will dump you along in some rat pile after everything has
and talk about it.
and talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
in
Oh yes.
24 hours.
Oh
you know.
yes. And then strangely get angry with women who don't want to end up in the rat pile.
So my point is, who's to say he won't say the same thing after the 60 days or 90 days?
There's no way to know, Mr.
Right,
AP.
exactly.
But that's the point. Is you don't know if when you go to car place 1 versus car place 2 that you'll get a better deal, but you will try your best to do that. Or garage mechanic place 1 versus garage mechanic place 2. Both places may be shady, but you're going to arm yourself with as much information as possible and alert yourself to who may be shady, who is a shyster, who is a thief, so that you make the best possible choice. If you as a man want to get married to somebody, I as a lady will tell you, these kinds of ladies you should stay away from. These kinds of signals are red flags as a lady and as your friend, so that you are armed with information as you look for your lady. Because if you get... I have a friend who's married to a woman, and he tells me, I mean, he is miserable. And when he tells me about the things he goes through, you may want to have a conversation with this lady. Why did she marry you? What was her motivation in marrying you? He's miserable, but he thinks, I don't think God would have allowed me to go in there. Were I not supposed to be in there? So if he had somebody to tell him those are red flags, something else may be underneath, he may not be miserable. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. but I don't.
I still think, according to
Lady J, am I making
according
sense to you?
yeah, but I still think, according to Pastor Phil, what makes the relationship is communication. If you cannot communicate, you're gonna have a problem. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Gotta be able to communicate.
And
that's
So,
a problem with
so,
all of us
so,
as
so,
well.
do you agree then that the 30 days, 90 days doesn't make a difference if you have a communication? If you're communicating well, then chances are the relationship may work, albeit it was a one-night stand, right?
Well, I don't know about this one night stand thing, because I don't believe in it, Andre. I want to hold back, even if the loins are ready for it.
Right, and I understand.
I am not going to do it.
And I understand what you're saying.
And
You're
I'm
saying,
not talking. I mean, I'm married.
you're
I'm talking
saying
about,
it's because that women know the way men think already when it comes to this thing, so then they just hold back, right?
They just don't trust men in general.
some will, because it's like,
Some
I
women,
want it, he wants it,
yeah,
so it's
some
okay.
women, if she wants it and she doesn't care about him emotionally, I'm not attached to you emotionally. I don't need anything from you, and it's just the two of us
I
having a
feel for
very
it
good
right
time.
now. Let
So
me
I'm going to have a
enjoy
very good
myself.
time.
Well, yeah.
Fine.
Well, you remember the song they have there for the 2026 Groovy Soca Monarch? Done. We done. Not because we had a thing. No, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We done. Who's singing that? A lady singing that.
No, I'm saying that there are ladies who will feel that way. But if you are emotionally attached to this man and you want a possible future with him, you see a house and kids, you have to know whether or not he feels the same way.
But,
But
notice,
Andre, let's
but
stick on
notice,
the song.
notice in the
Okay.
song, he still wants her.
Right, so
He
let's
still
stick on
wants
the
her,
song.
despite the fact it happened one night.
So let's take on the song.
Sure,
Let's go back
sure.
to the word, communicate.
Mhm.
Why she didn't communicate, hey, this
I
is
don't
going
want
to be a
anything from
one-night
you.
stand. I don't want anything from you tomorrow. Don't come. That wasn't communicated. What was communicated based on the song is let's have a good time tonight.
Yes,
Right. And
exactly.
notice who's
And-
behaving that way, the female.
Right,
Yeah,
let's
but
have a
AP,
good time tonight.
you're getting muddled.
No,
But
at all,
yes,
not
but-
at all.
yes, yes, yes.
Because you're
But
saying
the
that
female
men
singing
hold
the
on,
song
hold on,
doesn't mean the
hold on.
female had the experience, eh,
No,
Andre?
no, what I'm saying, because our good friend here, right, Natalie is saying that women know men are that way. That's what she said. Women know men are the ones who will probably disrespect you because you gave it up too early. Is that what you said?
Possibility.
It's a possibility.
We don't
It's a
know
possibility. I agree for
that
saying
that
that.
will happen.
But you said so that's how men are.
We know that generally men present
Generally,
that way.
They say that.
Right.
That is
So-
because you said yourself you push for it. Remember you said so?
Yes, of course.
Right. So we know that generally men are invested in sexual activity, maybe as easily as possible. We can say safely. The lady is not that interested in that in the way that men are. They're not compatible in that way. So the two of you are already incompatible.
I don't understand.
Okay, so what drives men? Okay, women are not driven by sex the way men are driven by sex.
Right,
So that is the
Most
foundation.
women, 'cause there are
Most
women that are very
yeah,
much
we're
into
speaking in
sex.
generalizations. Huh?
Mhm.
This is a generalization.
Yeah.
Women are not motivated and driven by sex the way men are motivated and driven by sex. A man can make an entire plan based on sex alone.
Mhm.
That is not going to happen with a woman.
Mhm.
She's just not motivated by that.
Well, as you said, generally.
Generally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, but don't make it seem as though men, because that's the impression that you're giving,
What's
like
that?
men are the only ones who think like that way.
Well, when we started the conversation, it was focused on what Steve Harvey was saying. So I am basing everything I say based on what Steve Harvey was saying,
Mhm.
not on the sexes back and forth. So if that was the impression I gave, I apologize. But we're speaking about how men generally approach women when it comes to their pursuit of sexual activity
Mhm.
and sexual intimacy versus how a woman would receive said man and whether or not she feels like she should give it up in whatever period of time she's comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
So whether she gives it up, as I said, one night, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I'm saying that doesn't change the dynamics in the relationship.
You,
AP,
Andre.
be very careful.
you.
No, but we're going on the facts of life.
No,
relationships.
no, no.
Hold on. There are people, right, who start off relation. Look at Kelsey and Taylor Swift, right? They're all excited and everything, and that happens so often with so many people in relationships. We don't know how long they take to do this and that and the other, but the statistics are very clear. Breakups happen every single day. Divorces, sky high. So what's wrong? Is it that they give it up same night? Is that what's going on here? How do we know? Because if the thing is that women should be careful not to, because of the way men are, then relationships should be doing a lot better. A lot
Well, not
better.
every woman actually takes that advice, mind you. It is
Well,
the advice
there
of
you
Steve
go.
Harvey. But not every woman. As a matter of fact, Steve himself says a lot of women think his advice...
Is the advice of Steve Harvey? Why would you say that?
No, I'm saying the
your
90
values
days.
also, the way your parents brought you up, all of the above, that you don't give it up.
Right,
So
right.
I wouldn't say Steve Harvey.
In general,
Yeah.
society does actually kind of require women
Yeah.
to hold back a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. So, but not every woman believes that or acts that way. A lot of women hope. Again, it's a hope. She will go in there. I hope he respects me. I hope I don't suffer because of this.
Even if I despite the fact that I waited for 90 days. So I'm saying, let's just assume that most ladies are like that. You know, the 60 days, 90 days, or somewhere around there. But then why are breakups so rife? Why are divorces so rife, if that's the issue?
Well, not
Maybe these are
every-
those who didn't wait, Andre. We don't know.
Yes, I'm saying that we
at
have
it
an
in that-
expectation, but many women don't necessarily wait 90 days.
Right.
Most women don't wait 90 days.
Right. So
We don't have statistical data to follow specifically. That lady says, okay, I'm going to get into this relationship with so-and-so person and wait 90 days and see what happens in 6 months or 6 years. Nobody is tracking that. But we're just going off of the general behavior of women's and women's desires, the general behavior of men and what men generally do.
alrighty. So I mean, we're just vibing, folks. We were vibing because
Before we got back.
we had some issues. So I think we're still off in the north, but
And I'm not sure if
maybe
we're on
back.
DBS
I know for
because,
sure we're
of
back.
course, Andre.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're on DBS because
No, for
because you know they went in and play a movie.
Yes.
So I'm not sure. Yeah,
Wow,
because we
okay.
weren't coming on.
Okay.
So they're playing a movie, and so I'm not sure if they
Okay.
broke through. But I think I don't think we're on.
Okay.
But
So,
definitely we're on Facebook.
all right. So I
we
heard
should be on YouTube.
from our technician. So
Nat,
we're
Natalie,
off.
we should be on YouTube.
We are on YouTube,
Okay.
yes.
Yes. So he says that we're off air all over.
That
So,
was then.
No, this is talking about 95.9. Yeah. So we're off. All right. But on Facebook and so on, that's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook and YouTube via Flow.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So we're
you're
off
not
95.9.
you're not feeling, you're not understanding anything that we're saying.
I understand. I'm just saying.
He's just not agreeing.
Yeah, I don't
And
agree with
that's
that
a good
kind of
thing with
thinking.
him,
I don't agree with
because-
that. Like, for example, the thing about it's a woman that you don't want to lose that causes you to change. I don't know about that. To me, that's a personal experience with the guy himself. No lady has to come and influence you in that way, because that means that your changing is contingent upon her. But
Right.
you yourself, what about you? Did you really want to do that because of a threat? That's why you decided to change?
Why? It wasn't a threat.
Not a threat.
It wasn't a
That's
threat.
a strong
I'm
word.
gonna
She's
leave,
just
I'm gonna
simply
leave.
saying.
That's a threat.
No, she simply says, "You know where to find me."
When you know what
So,
you want.
When you know what you want,
You know where
Andre.
to
It's
find
a
me.
simple thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and saying, well, it's the lady, the one that's responsible. I don't know.
And
I think
she
you have
did
more
the right
scruples
thing.
than most men.
I think
But
she did
anyway,
the
we
right
don't
Yes.
know.
Oh, she's there.
And we don't know. We don't follow Steve 24/7. We don't know what he does, what he doesn't do. You understand? It's like a partner of mine said to me, Andre, you cheat discreetly.
There you go.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
he said to me,
So,
you know,
and your
you
answer
cheat,
should
you
have
cheat
been,
discreetly.
and your answer should have been, why cheat?
Now you know,
In any case.
you know. But of course, we had a long discussion. But you know what he meant by cheat discreetly? That you don't make it public. In other words, you're doing your thing.
get that.
Because some of us, we like to make it very, very public.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, why cheat in the first place? Why is he cheating?
Well,
What is his
that's
reason for
that's a
cheating?
very complicated
Yeah.
question. It's a very,
Why are
very,
you
it's very
giving
complicated.
off that
Yeah.
body to somebody
Yeah.
else when you have somebody
Yeah.
in the house?
Yeah, I agree. It's
You
a good
know?
question. It's a good question, but it's a very complicated thing, right?
Well,
because
Steve,
you have your own human nature dealing with human nature. Men are turned on by what they see and touch. That's the way men are. Women are more emotional and so on. They have to kind of really be into you.
Well, you
a
know
man
what,
doesn't
men-
have to. A man
True.
doesn't have to be into you. You know,
That's true.
We think
That's true.
differently,
That's
right?
true.
Okay, that's
That's
one. Also very, very, very important. The culture. Yeah.
Caribbean.
That's
Yeah, the
true,
culture.
Black Caribbean culture.
Their siblings,
Not saying
your
Michelle, but Caribbean.
sisters of yours, if you have a sister, and they'll tell you, boy, you are playing, one thing, boy, you are playing, kind of thing. They will actually commend you. Yeah, your siblings will commend you, whether male, female. Sometimes you have parents, right, who encourage it. As a matter of fact, tell you, listen, man, you're not a man if you're doing so and so,
That's
so and so.
horrific.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm just saying to you, that's the culture. Okay? And it's been there for eons. You can't change that. That is stuck with us. That's why I'm saying it has to be the individual. We're not talking about the ladies, he has to get, it's like you all said a while ago, how you're brought up, right? You're brought up to hold it back and things like that. With men, it's different. You hardly hear parents tell boys, hold back anything. You don't hear that.
That's how we were raised.
How's that?
To hold everything back all the time.
You-
There was the church as well.
Wear the
my
condom.
Mom, my mom
if it's
is-
a man.
my mother didn't care about man or
But the
woman.
boys as well?
Oh, yes.
Boys as well?
What? All of us. You better behave yourself. Just
Well,
behave yourself.
Yeah. Okay, of course you have that.
To the point that AP and Lady Jane, my sister has a daughter. She lives in California. When Karen was pregnant with her daughter, she was afraid to tell mommy,
Why wasn't she,
She was
married?
yes, she was a grown woman, and that is how much it was instilled in us. She was she told me, Nat, I don't know how I was afraid to tell mommy. I said, Karen, you were already married, whatever. She was like, yeah, I know.
Imagine that.
That's yeah.
You go.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't underestimate the culture, right? It's almost like the carnival is part of the culture, right? For the men, it's part of the culture.
I
right?
think that's an excuse. I
Well-
think that's an excuse because if it was part of the culture to go and steal every day, I might sit
that's
down
not part of the
somewhere-
culture.
No, I'm saying if.
No, I'm telling. That's a good point.
I
You
would
see
sit down
stealing.
with
You see
myself
stealing.
and say,
You see stealing. The culture, right, condemns stealing. I can
and
tell
yet
you that.
we have so many thieves.
Yeah,
so
but
think
if-
about that.
But generally we hate it. In fact, it's so bad
You get
that
licks.
you almost if you're caught, you're gonna get some serious licks. To make it worse, when you see you go to the body lady, when you see you come out, you can't even get a job. That's how we frown upon theft. It is bad.
So why do we have so many thieves, Mr. AP?
No, there will always be. I mean, as
always be.
anything else,
Somebody always
you'll
wants
always
a
have
quick
people
fix.
who will steal. You can't. I mean, there's always the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
But the culture looks down on that. Oh yeah. Now, the culture looks down on the female who runs around. The culture will not allow it. Your mom would not allow it. She may even excuse the boys, may excuse the boys, but your mom would not allow it, right? Your friends would not allow it, right? When it comes to the males now, it's another by another set of rules, right? That
That's
is
why
kind
you
of
have
all
to
right.
take the time, Steve, and find out who these people are. What do they believe in? If he believes I must run around and have a very good time, and you don't want to have a very good time,
Right,
then
then
the two of
that's
you are
not for you.
compatible.
That's what I was saying earlier. How is it that some ladies know, right, the guy's reputation already? And let's just talk about Steve Harvey, right, for a second. Let's just assume the wife to be already knew that. Why are you going there? You already know that already. So you have to get to the point where you have to leave him now. You know what's going on already. So I'm just saying all that has a big. You asked me a question. I hope that helps. The culture. So that
it's
is,
about-
it gives us a pass. It gives us a passing grade. All right, is it looking so bad if you do? Men are this. You know what they call us, right? Men are this and that and the other. Women are supposed to be,
pious
and behaving themselves and so on. Yeah. So, and when the ladies do it now, they do it discreetly, because they
Yes.
know what's expected of them already.
Yes.
The culture frowns upon that. Even the church and all. If you frown upon, boy, you don't. Even back in the day, look like biblical day and stuff. How women were seen, right? And how men were seen back in the day. A man could have how many wives and so on. Well, it still happens today in
Still happens today.
some cultures, right? So you have to take all that into consideration. But it doesn't mean that it's right. I will never tell you that this sort of thing, that behavior is right. I'm just trying to understand, so you can understand what's really, really going on. Yeah. Yeah. So when a guy now tries to make that 180-degree turn, right? He should really be encouraged. right? But you have people now maybe who know you before, what you didn't do, and then they don't believe it. They don't believe you can actually change.
That's difficult. And the only way that can be fixed, if you want to use the word fixed, is your behavior in time.
Right,
That's
and you have to come. That's why I tell you, I have a little problem with a lady being the catalyst or something like that. I mean, it's possible, but to me, the change would be much more profound if you got to the realization that what I'm doing is wrong, and I want to change that for me, not because a lady wants to leave me. I can't change for that reason. You understand? Because if she's not around, what do I go back to the same old lifestyle? Because what was keeping me on the straight and narrow is she wanting to leave. So if she dies, for example, she dies. What do I do at that point now? Go back to my old ways? Because remember, she's the catalyst for the change.
Yeah.
No, but during that time, wouldn't you start working on you, Andre?
That's what I'm
During that time.
Yeah.
So by the time
Why-
she dies, you know who you are, and you know what it is,
That you
and
really
what
want.
would happen to you in terms of cheating.
But remember, you're doing it for her. It's because
No,
of,
you
of,
would
of
no,
the lady.
No.
You're doing
That's
it
what
for
he
you.
said.
No.
No.
That was
No.
maybe that was a misrepresentation. You're not doing it for her. Okay, let me use this example. You remember when you were in school, you used to do these like in chemistry class, they would introduce one agent to another, and the thing
Yeah.
would change color.
Right.
It's like that. The lady is that whatever is in the big.
The catalyst.
She's not the catalyst so
Because
much.
it's true. What changes the color is that whatever you put in is the catalyst to the change.
But the thing changes color.
Yes.
You see, so it is forever changed now. It is changed. It's like if you accept Jesus Christ, you are changed. It's not Jesus because of this Jesus Christ person and the story of the cross.
Actually, you're not changed, Let's go there.
Reform.
Actually, you're not. I like that word. You're reformed.
Yeah.
You haven't changed because you're the same person, the same drive, the same desires. The only difference is that you say, for the sake of the Lord, I ain't go do that.
Oh,
Right.
well,
But you
that's the only impression I
still the
got.
same way.
So you're thinking a little longer, Andre. That's just it. Instead of jumping in bed, you're thinking, this is not right.
Yes,
I may not
yes.
do it. I shouldn't
Right,
do it.
right, but-
Instead
but-
of cheating on her,
Right.
you the same, which is exactly what
Yeah.
we're talking
But
about.
you haven't really changed.
No, I think
it's the
you have.
same person that's there. It's the same person, same human nature. That doesn't change. Human nature is always there. It's just like it's suppressed.
But
you understand?
but in church they used to explain to us that that when you accept Christ and you're baptized, the Holy Spirit will replace human nature with God's nature.
Replace human nature?
That's what we
no.
used to be
You're gonna
told.
do. If that were the case, when we be going to paradise, we can go to the same body. That thing of flesh, they're not eating nice. Okay, it doesn't change. It's just
Okay.
that the behavior changes.
Because you want to please God now.
That's correct. Not because of somebody who tell you some, you know what I mean, to keep a relationship going.
But it's still a change. So what we're saying is that he still had to change his thoughts and quick emotions in order to, say, have the one that he felt eventually
Is his one.
would be the one.
Right. So that lady has created a change in him.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Totally. That if
Let's hope
according
so.
to him, that she would die tomorrow, he wouldn't jump to another one.
Exactly.
He would wait.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Now again, we're not men, so we can't speak to. I mean, listening to what you're saying and trying to incorporate it with what I know of men, but I'm just as baffled by men as anybody. I'm baffled by a lot of things that you guys do, so I would trying to understand.
I like listeners on Facebook. Let me apologize for my voice, but Andre, I like.
No, your voice sounds wonderful, Lady
boy.
J.
Yeah, sounds sexy.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
very sexy.
I ain't even going to tell you all thanks because I know you all are teasing.
No, it does sound very sexy. I told her she had a husky voice, AP. It's husky. Husky is very intriguing and seductive. Now it's even hoarser, so it's more seductive.
Exactly,
More
exactly.
appealing. Yes.
Good
So don't apologize to anybody.
Not a good feeling.
So Lady J, speak on. Speak on.
Okay, let me see if I can get back to what I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. I still want to
We
say
are so naughty.
Andre is so honest when it comes to this.
Yes.
And I appreciate that
It's
because
lovely. You're such
sometimes-
a good man.
no,
not good in all ways, but I mean, you know, the fact that he can even say what he's been saying
because
says,
you know, for somebody who
wow,
sort of seen someone, you know, not married yet, and can talk about, you know, like, I still hold back on certain things because I don't think I should air this. But Andre
is airing everything. He's an
Andre
open book.
is opening up.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing because, you know, in his opening information, it's an awareness for the men.
Yeah.
And Andre, that's a good thing.
You know what's happening in the US right now? You know, this is happening a lot. A lot of the celebrities are coming out and saying their struggles. You notice that?
Yes, that's
They
true.
all, a lot of them,
Yeah,
even
they're being open.
the illnesses and so on, they're coming out because they realize that that's the only way you can get change.
Yeah.
You can help somebody else. If you want to give the impression as though, right, you don't fall sick, you know what I mean? You want to keep everything is a secret and, you know, you're above this and above that. How can you help somebody else?
True.
You understand?
True.
But a lot of them are coming out right now and telling you they have this and that. And even mental health issues, they come out and say,
Yeah.
Depression
what?
and anxiety, yeah.
I miss you, boy.
Bipolar disorder.
And they come out and tell you that they go, look, where's him again? I'm Kanye West. He
Oh,
came
yeah.
out and he said he's bipolar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And there's so many of them, Bobby Brown, the number of them that came out, right? They even tell you about the struggles with alcohol
Yeah.
and other drugs and so on. They come out and they say those things. So I think that's really, really huge.
Yeah.
Really huge. And I think that's one of the reasons, sorry, I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, but I think I have a lot of people, men, women, who listen and they feel that I can identify with this guy.
Yeah. But I think the worst thing is, and that's why some people hold back, is because you say to assist, but some people use this to destroy.
Yes.
Explain.
This is true. This is
Because,
true.
you know, oh, Andre has that disease and
that's
this
what
and
you
that
mean.
and the other. You know?
Well, the people who come out with it, I guess they already thought about all of that stuff and they say, you know something, I don't care what people think.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like the other day I came out and I said, you know, my cholesterol levels were high. I said that
Yeah.
on the air.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And I said I'm going to work on that
Yeah.
and I'm going to come back here and report. I actually said so.
You did.
And I did. I came back. So, and I remember I
We
was
had
saying,
the back and forth.
remember I was saying, go check. Go
Yeah.
check. Don't
Yeah.
assume that you're all right. Remember I kept
Yeah.
saying that?
And we had the back and forth because he was able to just stop the ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I was
Right.
saying with Andre, there's something called slow and stop. And he was like, no, stop.
Yeah.
And he
I
stopped
remember
it.
he just cut it off cold
Yeah.
turkey.
Even when the doctor said to me that my cholesterol was high, I said to her, Doc, say no more. That's my fault.
Yes, I remember he said
Admit.
that's my fault. Yes.
Yeah, he said, that's my fault.
Because of the ice cream.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Oh, I see.
And as soon as I stopped it, the numbers just
There was
went
a
all the way
difference.
down.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
all the way down.
So how often would you have ice cream?
Too
It's
often.
not how often.
Too
it's
often.
how much.
Too often and how much?
often.
Oh, yeah.
He would
You buy
have
the
buckets.
whole-
The entire thing.
Oh, every day?
Well, not really every day, but
Every other
too
day?
often. Yeah, maybe every week kind of thing.
But we
And I have a lot of it. I have a lot.
Ooh, okay.
And generally, people take a scoop of ice cream, 2 scoops of ice cream, no matter even if you love it. But Andre is saying he would eat an entire bucket.
Yeah,
You-
that's
you-
right. That's right.
How?
Hmm. Yeah,
How?
that's right.
How?
Yeah. How?
Yeah. I still want to
You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Go and
So
buy
I
a
wish
tub.
you had.
Go and buy a tub.
I
I'll
wish
show
you
you.
had pictures of it.
And you know, I haven't touched the stuff since I got the results. I haven't touched it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very
That's very
commendable.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's wonderful, wonderful.
Because I believe in slow and stop.
Like you peter off after a
get-
little while.
yeah.
Mhm.
Now, you know, you're right, but there's also a flip side to that. You have people who are recovering alcoholics,
Yeah.
right? And when it comes to this issue, they tell you, stop right away. There's nothing like, say, I'll take a little bit of smoking. No,
But
stop.
not all people can do that, Andre.
I know. I'm just saying.
So even the alcoholics may not be able to do it.
Yeah.
There's those who
And the
smoke
recovery-
cigarettes. Those who smoke cigarettes, maybe 20 packets a day, might probably say, I can cut down 5. There's still 15 packets that they're going through.
And sometimes
You
now,
know?
just that one, let's assume you move from 15 cigarettes a day to 1, right? It doesn't make a difference. Meaning
You're
you're still smoking.
Yeah.
And you still adding to the problem that already exists.
Yeah, but it's still
So
it's
for
still,
some people-
it's still you working on you, Andre.
Yeah.
And I still commend that person because you're still working on you.
Yeah,
You've
just,
still come
just
from.
that the recovery takes a little longer. If you
Right.
go in, as you're cutting down, it just takes a little longer.
Yeah, but it's hard for some people, Andre.
Yeah, of course, I
Yeah.
understand
Because
that.
it's just like exercise.
Mm-hmm.
My sister don't like exercising.
Mhm.
A lot
People-
of people hate
yeah.
it. A lot of people hate exercise.
They don't.
So-
People hate it.
I think the reason why some of us hate it, or certain aspects of the exercise, we don't enjoy what we're being told to do. In other words, say you have a what do they call them again? Those at the gym.
Instructor.
Yeah, a private instructor, or whatever they call them. What is your
Personal.
brother? A personal instructor.
personal.
They
Personal
will
trainer.
tell you stuff that they maybe worked for them or something, and they will tell you to do it. My gosh, I mean, I did that one time at the gym. I had to stop that.
Why?
I wasn't enjoying it.
Well, it's not supposed to be enjoyable necessarily.
It's supposed to be enjoyable.
No, you're
In other
supposed
words,
to be comfortable
yeah.
doing it.
In other
Well,
words,
Else
not,
you wouldn't go
not,
back
not
the next
in
day.
pain, huh? Not in pain. But working out is never comfortable in that literal sense.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying, like for example, me, I enjoy walking.
Yeah,
I remember we used to
Yeah.
go on our walk. We used to walk
Yeah.
like 3.5 hours on a Saturday,
yeah.
right?
Sometimes more.
And we
depending.
all enjoyed the walking, not necessarily the challenge, because there's a challenge. Remember, we
Yeah.
used to have to go up those hills.
Heels, yeah.
One time, hear that. Folks, sorry about that, folks.
Better be a
One
good
time-
thing you
it's
say.
a good thing. It's a good thing. One time I remember Lady J, because we were doing our thing, going up a certain route, and I was getting kind of used to it. Now she was getting a little bored with it, and she was saying, "Why don't we go the other way?" Now I knew that other way wasn't easy nice. I already knew that. So I said to Lady J, "No, but Lady J, that's fine. We're doing enough already. That's cool. That's cool." And Lady J said, "No, Andre, let's do the other side. Let's do the other side." Remember the amount of times you said that to me,
And then one
until
day-
I finally say, "Okay," because I knew what was coming. I knew what
But he
was
still
coming.
enjoyed it after.
Yeah.
He enjoyed it. That he sometimes would be in front of us.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you got to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
but
challenge.
the walking itself is what I enjoy. There's a challenge as anything else, right? You feel like you're out of breath and so on. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
But the walking is what I enjoy. And I also enjoy using the light weights. That I enjoy. But when I remember when I had this personal trainer, that guy was making me, I was getting vexed, man.
So why did you pay for that? What was your reason?
No,
for
I
paying
thought
for it?
I
You
thought
wanted-
that this was the way to go. You understand? I thought I would, but I didn't enjoy it. He was making it very, very. It was just too much. It was just too much. They drive you, and so you don't enjoy it. That's me. That's
well,
my personal
I
experience.
know it's happened to me when I used to be at Fitness Freaks before,
Mm.
and Julius used to
Drill you.
Not even drill, but it's like they can tell that you can lift more. Like
Exactly.
you, AP, they might give you a 20-pound weight and say you can do it because the muscle needs to be challenged for
Yeah.
it to have a result.
Yes.
So if you have a lightweight, you're doing a workout, but they know that's not going to actually give you any results.
Yes.
So the pushing is to create a result in your body. When you get out of breath, like with the walking, your body is actually getting accustomed to this exertion that you're giving it. So the same thing with the personal trainers. They don't want to hurt you. They want to increase your metabolic system. They want to increase your endurance and your conditioning.
But you also, Andre is right. You also have to, because I've done personal training too. You also have to look at the person in front of you. Because what you want is a long-term relationship with that person. If you're going to be pushing this person and that person don't want to come to you tomorrow, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
would
know?
say it's half and half. The person who's come to the personal trainer has to understand I will be in an uncomfortable position because my muscles are not used to holding this much weight.
Exactly.
So you have to understand, you have to at least give yourself some space for the discomfort, and the person who's training as well has to not push to
Exactly.
the point that the
Right.
person doesn't want to come back.
Exactly.
But there's another element to this thing about the training as well, Natalie and Lady J. You know, you can feel when the weights are not doing anything for you. Yeah. But what the trainer does, he like forces you to go to another level that you feel you're not ready to go. You're not ready for that yet. So as you said, they want to move from the 20 to the 30, that kind of thing, and from 30 to 45 or whatever the case. But you're not really ready for it yet. I understand the intention is good, but you must also understand. Sometimes, for example, they train women the way they train men. They have them pushing some heavy plow there. And
No,
then-
but that would be the woman saying that that's what she wants.
Yes.
They wouldn't do that to you. They wouldn't do
I've
that.
seen
They wouldn't
women
switch
train
your
like
body.
men and they want
Yeah,
it.
they
The
want
women,
it,
they can
Andre.
handle it. Oh yes.
Because,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's what they want. They,
They
want
can
the broad
train like
shoulders.
men, yeah, because
they
they-
want the hard butts. They want that.
I trained with, I did a little thing with Velda one time.
Oh my God.
Oh gee, I said never me again. Never me again.
She's serious business, boy. She's serious. Yeah, that's real stuff there. Yeah.
You pay for your money,
I said,
Andre.
never me
You
again.
put that money
Oh,
down and she gives you
Train with my
what's
brother.
worth.
My brother will give you something that's appropriate. Well, not to say.
Andre
that.
going to the gym to work out on his own.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
don't
Andrew
want
said he likes
anybody in front of him.
cardio.
Yeah.
Andrew
Yeah.
said you don't want to build any muscle because all
Exactly.
that going to disappear.
You
No,
just
to
want
be firm.
definition.
To be
Yeah.
firm.
So you
That's
need
definition.
Yeah.
So, Mr. AP, you need some heavy weights. The way I'm looking at you now, I'm not even a trainer. But I know,
He just wants definition.
let me tell you, for the definition, you need at least 20 pounds on each arm.
Are you study?
Good.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
yes.
I was going to say 30, but
That's
I
what
didn't
I
want to
said. I
scare
said,
you.
I used
So,
to-
but you have to do the triceps and the biceps.
Mm-hmm.
So do you do those?
All of them. All
Check
of
what
them.
you count. Why are you doing this for triceps?
All of
Oh,
them.
so I meant at the back. The
All
triceps.
of them. I
So, but
just
you don't enjoy
don't go to
enjoy
no
triceps
extreme
and
and so
biceps
on.
in front of
You
your
know,
hair.
you see some
And she was
fellas, you see some fellas, man, huffing and puffing on
Yeah.
this thing, and they drop the weights on the ground, on the floor, boom, boom. You know, it's heavy. But, wow.
But it's the
But that's not
results,
you,
AP.
Andre.
It's
But
the
that's not him.
results, Yes.
Because he doesn't want to.
The hard work.
He doesn't want to bulk.
When you see that bulk,
He doesn't want
it's
that.
worth it.
People,
No,
no,
he doesn't.
Yeah.
Some people want bulk. Not everybody.
Not everybody
People
wants
want
the bulk.
definition. Andre wants definition.
But
Well,
the 30 pounds are good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The muscle.
And,
He wants
So-
definition.
So what's your end date to get the bulk? You have
no, I don't want to bulk up. I
Oh.
no, just to keep firm. If you
Firm.
touch me right now, I'm good. I'm
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
I'll let you touch me after.
Okay then.
Okay.
I didn't know there
Okay.
was a girlfriend
So
before, so I was very careful with
let's
that.
let's wrap up. Let's wrap
You
up.
can touch
Let's
the
say-
muscle.
Yeah, let's wrap
Yeah,
up.
the
Oh my
bicep.
God.
Are we
Folks,
reading what we have or we?
Yes, all right.
Let me see
Mm.
that.
We are, all right?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I think I read these before.
Yeah,
We're back online. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, just one. Good morning, my REV-UP family. Andre. That's supposed to be you. Says is. Okay, Andre, you have a whole cup of ice cream like myself. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. It's Julieta.
Oh, my darling
That was
friend.
then. That was
my
then.
darling friend Julieta.
Mhm.
Yes, she says every week, like, you see? Yeah. But I mean, if you're doing that every week, go check the cholesterol, man. It may be up. Yeah.
My favorite go-to cheat is the Dr. Freezer's chocolate ice
You like
chocolate
that?
cake.
You like that?
The chocolate cake at Dr. Freezer's.
Mm.
That's my.
Okay.
But I've heard there's the frosting or the icing they put on it. That's made of a lot of lard, so that's what can potentially spike up the cholesterol if you have it too much.
Mhm. So how often do you have it? Oh,
Ooh, maybe once every 4 or 5 months.
see?
That's not no
Yeah,
cheat.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
And you're saying that's a favorite go-to
Yeah.
every 5 months? Come on, Nat. Andre was talking about 3 times, 4 times a week. Don't even
Yeah.
look at that as a cheat. That's not a
Now
cheat.
that's good
Every 5
self-control.
months.
That's good. That's good. That's what they call being moderate.
Yeah, moderate.
Yeah.
That's past moderate. What you good? 5 months. I thought she was going to say every weekend.
Imagine, last year or year before last, Mommy made a fruit cake for my birthday.
Mhm.
My birthday is in July, and I would have a sliver about this size once a
Slim?
month.
Once a
And
month.
so the cake lasted over a year.
But nobody
that.
came to your home then.
Imagine that.
Because if I came to your home and I knew about that cake, I'd want a slice
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want a thin slice.
Yes. Now I can relate to what you're talking about. Final point before we end. When I lived in the U.S., right, my cousins would come down to New York every year. Right, and they'd bring alcohol and stuff when they come, you know.
Yeah.
So in those days, I used to take a little something, right? And imagine, I so was not into it. I so wasn't into it that thing would stay in the refrigerator there for a whole year. I would touch it, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not into the alcohol.
Yes.
That's not my
Yeah.
thing. You
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
And by the
Yes.
time they come back, the thing is still there, and they're freaking out.
Yeah.
And they would use it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have a bottle
It's
of,
not my
of
thing.
JP Chenet,
Chenet,
yeah.
Chenet that was given to me by a representative when I was at RCI in 2013, and it's still at the house.
Give
It's
it
on the
away,
counter.
man.
13.
But to
Give it away.
whom? To whom? Somebody who would appreciate it, I want to give it to. Maybe I'll bring it for
Bring
you,
it
Lady
right
J.
here and give it as a prize.
All right.
I think I
Yeah.
might do that.
So
Okay, folks.
YouTube, you have on
We have
YouTube?
to wrap things up.
Nobody on
We have to wrap
YouTube.
things
Okay.
up. Sorry. We gotta go.
Okay.
We gotta go. So, folks, we apologize. I believe something to do with maybe Digicel, and because we have the Digicel service here
Okay.
as well as Flow, and Digicel controls certain things in the studio. So if that's down, that's probably why we're down.
Right.
But Flow is fine. Yeah, flow is
So
fine.
we're down on, where are we on 95.9?
So in the north, we're still off.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's because the digital is down. Okay, so we know now what the problem is.
Yeah.
So we have to wait now until they get it right. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, folks, thank you very much for listening and for viewing. I know you all got us at the tail end of things. We were just vibing in the
We're just
studio there.
vibing. We didn't even talk about the man
Yes, that's true.
or
That's true.
the menu today.
Yeah, boy. Wow.
that's it.
Andre, go for You want me
You
to
see
go
life,
through it?
you see life, boy.
You want me to go through it?
Yeah, sure. If you're able to. Yeah.
If you leave the,
Yes. Yeah.
leave it for me.
It's right there. It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how life is.
Yeah, we
That's
need
right.
to mention
Every
the food.
day
Yeah.
it's a challenge.
Yeah,
You
you just
never know.
roll with
Every
the
single
punches.
day.
Yeah.
So, Lady J, what's coming up on the show today?
Yeah, well, today's Friday, Andre, so we have the usual hit of the day, the news. I don't think we have an interview today. I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right.
Yeah.
No
And
problem.
of course, to remind people that there is cricket this evening.
Oh yes.
Okay. I'll mention who is playing. I can't remember. But yeah, we know for sure. The Kings.
All right.
gonna be
We'll have a
playing.
great show. Have
And
a
if you
great
drop
show.
by, we have a few. What do you call them? Six
Fours and
and
sixes.
sixes
Yes.
that we can
Oh,
give
here,
away.
here comes Cosmos. Okay, so let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. So this has been. Thank you very much, Natalie. It was fun. It was fun as usual.
As usual.
Yes. So, folks, Zen the DJ comes on from 3 until 6 this evening. So, please enjoy the rest of your Friday and have yourself a good and safe weekend. Okay?
Yeah.
Join us
Yeah.
again on Monday next week for another hard drive with the compliments of Ultramart and Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Randalli's Funeral Parlor, we strive to bring you and your family the highest level of comfort, absolute satisfaction, and peace of mind during your most sorrowful time of need.
Our professional standards and quality services are second to none. We offer ground burials, burials at sea, cremations, and embalming, fine locally made coffins, internationally made caskets, 24-hour emergency, shipping and receiving the deceased to and from overseas.
Ram Valley's signature funeral package includes a casket or coffin collection, refrigeration and preparation of the body, hearse services, 100 funeral leaflets, 12 memorial buttons, 6 keyrings, 10 corsages, and 1 framed photo.
Ram Valley's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries, and Lartuni, Beaufort. For more information, please call 758-452-2021 or 758-454-9239.
Looking for a one-stop shop for all your grocery and household needs? Look no further than Ultramart. We stock a variety of options from the world's leading brands, all at affordable prices. Whether you're looking for fresh produce, pantry staples, or household essentials, we've got you covered. And that's not all. Don't miss out on our ultra specials and promotions for a chance to win hundreds of dollars in vouchers, hampers, and special prizes. Visit any one of our 4 convenient locations today or check us out on our Facebook and Instagram page. Ultramart, your one-stop shop for all your grocery and household needs. Shop smart. Shop Ultramart.
REV-UP St. Lucia, your healthy alternative.
That is freaking awesome, dude.
95.9 FM, the alpha of radio.
Pick up your phone for the love zone. All of St. Lucia, we here to entertain ya. 95.9 FM, that's our frequency.